Hello everyone, Tom Worth again here, Accelerate Your Best Life, welcome. Just so grateful for all of you guys tuning in, watching our videos and our content. We're going to do another board explanation, kind of been sorting through my mind, and our goal is to help people accelerate. I got Zach here with Mustache Media. He's taking care of the videos, he's on the back end of this. You know, we kind of hang out, we do our talks on the couch, but we just want to change it up a little bit and kind of put in action on a whiteboard, because I know for me, sometimes I like to see it visually. Everybody learns in a different way, but ultimately these conversations are for me, for Zach, for you, to hopefully, which I know there is nuggets in here and there's going to be tools in here to create a better life and accelerate your life. But our goal is, as we've always talked about, is to have a vision of our future. Okay? And I pre-wrote some of this stuff. I'm going to go into a few things. But right back here is where we've all mostly lived, is in our past. And a lot of you out there probably live in your past a whole lot and wonder why you do. I don't have the exact answer of why you do. But as what I do know is it's possible to not live there, and it's possible to live with a vision of your future, but live in the present moment. See, because this is what happens. What I figured out is our history and our past, all the way back to when we was kids, we've been affected by things that maybe we've taken personal, people we've looked up to, turned around and crushed us. Whatever that circumstance is, it's happened from whatever age you are back to then. And me and Zach's talked about this in our videos, is sometimes you have to reflect back from here, go into here to heal emotions. But as what I'm saying is, as you do drift back to this to feel that emotion, to get right with that emotion, you don't want to stay here. You want to move right back into the present moment. But most people don't live in the present moment. I know that for a fact. There's only a certain percentage of people in this world that actually live in the present moment. The majority of people live in a robotic state and have beliefs and fixed beliefs based on their history, so they're living in their past, which I like to call it hell, because it's miserable. And you know, that miserable, that uncomfortability, that hurt, that taking things personal, it's all about emotions. And our goal here with Accelerate Your Best Life is, what we do know is with your emotions, it plays a big key in how you live your life. A lot of times you'll allow your emotions to take you out of the game of who you truly are, because of maybe a thought pattern. Okay, so the goal is, the only time you want to ever end up drifting back here is to heal emotions, because it's part of getting to know who you are and growing into that person you're created to be. For the present moment, I just wanted to talk about this for a minute, because I've heard a lot of things and studied a lot of things about attachment. A lot of times we get so attached to things. Maybe we get attached to our jobs, we get attached to people, we get attached to friends, we get attached to in relationships, that all that attachment takes you out of the present moment and puts you in this space of the past. So I call this detached, because if you're living in the past, you're detached from the present moment. And that's why I say that, is because we have our thoughts. Okay? That's our mind. That's the most powerful thing we have. Okay? Are the thoughts that we think. As you think a negative thought, that negative thought becomes truth in here, which detaches you from who you are in the present moment, okay? So the thoughts in your mind, then I'm going to put this here. This is your subconscious, okay? Your subconscious mind, that is a powerful spot. That's really the present moment, okay? And all that subconscious mind knows right now, if you're back here and living in your past a lot, that's all your subconscious mind knows, okay? So it becomes robotic. Your subconscious mind right here is a robot because you did everything the same way, ate the same way, got out of bed the same way, brushed your teeth the same way, put your clothes on the same way, drove to work the same way, did the same thing for day in, day out for years, right? So, if that's the truth, that's happened to you, can you change that? The answer is yes. You can change, but you have to decide that you want to, because it's going to be some damn hard work. And to change is going to take daily small actions to reprogram your subconscious. Okay? So, the thoughts you think negative is all in here. So we're going to change, right? We want to change. Want to change. So you want to change, and you're probably wondering how. But first, you've got to understand why. Why do you want to change? Okay? So my challenge to you is, as you're following this, I'd grab a notebook and maybe write this down and kind of follow it a little bit. But really identify why. Why do you want to change? The biggest reason I wanted to change is I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I was so tired of my past that I knew there was something more, and I knew I was more. So I had to come to that realization. Once I came to that realization, in my why do I want to change? Is because I want more joy. I want more happiness. I want more money. I want better relationships. On this earth, we have the ability to have stuff. I want stuff. I love boats. Okay, I don't know, what is it you love? What is that passion for you? And if it's materialistic, that's okay. That's what part of creating the dream. But as you start to dream and start to progress and change your subconscious thinking and habits and actions and get rid of things that haven't worked and start working, you start to focus more on this, your vision of the future, more so than focus on your detached self into living in the crazy, wild, wacky, robotic world, right? So, you may kind of think that I'm crazy, but I've applied this, and it's worked for me. And the biggest thing I found at first when I started to do this, it was all about the money. I wanted more money. I wanted more stuff. But as I got going, I knew what I wanted, but I had to let those emotions go of that and see that as a whole. And as I focused more on my futures, I started to realize really is all I was looking for was more joy and happiness. Right? But that's the cool thing. So now my focus on the vision of the future is to always live in peace and have joy and peace. Inner peace, right? So this is your inner, which is your subconscious mind, and that's inner peace. But before, my subconscious mind was lack, hatred, anger, hurt, many other negative emotions that I was feeling that I really didn't know how to get rid of. But it's what I started to do. I did a lot of reading. So my challenge to you is to get your spiritual life, your mental and emotional life, your physical life in order. And I say in order, aligned, in alignment. Okay? So that being said, and I've got a lot of stuff on here, but the alignment is what I mean is connected, grounded to the earth, to your visions and your dreams. Life is energy. Life is vibration. The problem with this over here, I promise you, you will get this as you shuffle your alignment and start to align. As you start to believe that you're more than you are, that you start to believe that you're enough, that you can do more than you're already doing, because we can all do that. We just have to be real with ourselves and stop the lies and start telling us things that are true versus all the lies we've been telling ourselves all of our life, right? So the alignment, okay? So it's we are vibrational beings. So as we understand why we want to change, our thoughts change because that's the most powerful. But these thoughts in our mind, we have got to transfer into our subconscious, and that's the feeling. You know, you may hear at times, well, you've got to act as if you've already have this. And you think, God, that's kind of crazy, right? Act as if I've already got it. But it's true, it's vibrational. You have to vibrationally feel that in your subconscious. Because what happens is you align and you connect, which you want to attach to your subconscious mind, which is your source. For me, that's my God. It's however you see it. Some people it's the universe, but this all is in you. Okay? So, spiritual life. How do I get that in order? You've got to ask yourself a few questions. Okay? There's going to be all kinds of different questions. What is it? Would make me more spiritual? How could I connect more to my source within myself? So I'm going to tell you a secret. For me, I do it through meditation. Okay? And the meditation is quieting that chattering damn mind of yours. It's going to be uncomfortable for the first few times. It might even be a month. But stay consistent. Day in, day out, 15 to 20 minute meditation. If you have the time and can fit it in, I say an hour. To get to know your thoughts and how you're feeling, your emotions, all that stuff. It's powerful. Joe Dispenza, the guy changed my life. Look him up on YouTube, okay? Best meditations ever. Go to his website. He's got some great ideas. The ideas he's created, they're all truths. He helps you be a better person. He teaches you to live within who you are in your subconscious. He teaches you how to train your subconscious to your vision of your future. Trains it to go to the vision of the future instead of the past, because our natural out is to go over here and detach from our source, God, universe, out here, because so think about this for a minute. When you've had a really bad challenge and you can't do it, and then all of a sudden you get some assistance. I say it all comes from there. As you get existence and you get a break and you're going and everything get going good. I did this for a lot of years. I'd drop to my knees and pray and do whatever to get out of that circumstance. To a point to where then, here I am, I get out of the circumstance, once again, not reflecting back on how the hell I got out of it, the way I got out of it, because I was connected to my source. But then all of a sudden, the pride came back out in me again and told me, I got this. I can do that. Okay? To me, it's we. Okay? But I did that so many times in my life that all of a sudden, boom, I'm right back in the same boat. Now I'm crying and praying for help again. When all I had to do is just surrender to the direction I was going and surrender into my subconscious mind with the thoughts that I thought and started thinking good thoughts instead of saying bad thoughts. Okay? But that's what I did for a lot of years. For the last few years, it's all been positive. And a lot of people, I used to always say that I was positive, which I felt that I was, but I really didn't feel the positive. So now it's a transfer of whatever these positive thoughts are. In my mind, I've got to transfer to a feeling and act as if that's who I am. Which, as I do that day in, day out, so for 30 days, I get confirmations that I'm doing the right thing, so I keep doing it for another 30 and then another 30. So the meditation for the spiritual part, the meditation will also keep you in a good mental state and help your emotional life, okay? So that's kind of a combination, the spiritual, mental, and emotional. But then you have this physical one, okay? And I'm not saying that you got to do this your whole day, because we live life, we've got to go out and do and be who we are and create. So all I'm saying on this is give yourself 1 hour a day, okay? 1 hour a day for you. And I prefer that it's in the morning, because is what me and Zach was talking about earlier today is when we go to sleep at night, so whatever's happened during the day, if it's negative when we go to bed and you go to sleep, that subsides, okay? You wake up in the morning, and what's the first thing that you think? Probably that negative thought, and you probably did it a lot. So what about if you shift that and turn that, and when you go to bed, you think positive, you believe, you trust in yourself, you have a desire, a dream, you have a vision of the future, that's what you see, and you go to sleep. When you wake up, the first thing you say to yourself is, I'm amazing. Today's going to be a great day. Those first words that you think is what's going to start your day. I promise you. If you don't believe me, just try it and do it. The first things you say out of your day is going to determine the direction your life is going to go. Okay? And it's been quite a while. I've been doing it consistently. You know, what I was talking to Zach a little bit earlier today is if you do it for 30 days, you have so much change in 30 days that you want more. So you keep doing what you do and you go to 60 days. But really the ultimate goal is what's going to happen is you create these good habits, these good thought patterns, this good self-talk. Is it's going to be something you do day in, day out, every day, because as you do that, your spiritual life is getting better, your mental, emotional life's getting better, you're going to the gym, okay? And that part's in order. So now you have a balance of here. And then the cool thing about this, as you do this repetitively, day in, day out, you'll start to see your finances change. Okay? But I'm not here to tell you that it's easy. There is going to be challenges, there is going to be struggles, I'll promise you that. But within the struggle and the challenge becomes more strength, more belief, more emotional control, and you start to form and mold and create into who you were created to be. Okay? And this is just so powerful that it just takes the hard work. When I was brought up, I watched my parents. They worked hard, day in, day out, hard, day in, day out, went to job, came home, went back to the job, came home, went back to the job. Thankfully, my parents, in the age, they were able to work and retire and have a pension and be able to go and retire for 10 years and then you die. But nowadays, there is no guarantees. About the time that you get close to your pension is about the time you get cut. They bring somebody in younger. Then what? Start over, right? So what I've learned is it's okay to start over because today is now and today's a new day. And if you're in a struggle, wondering what direction to go, you don't need the answer right this minute. What you need to do is figure out why you want to change. Take small steps. Okay? To change your subconscious mind, to tie into your source, attach to source within yourself. Because by doing this with a vision of the future, being in the present moment, changing your thoughts to good thoughts, saying good things about yourself, the words you speak are powerful. So my challenge to you, the words you speak about you, about others, is always in a positive sense. The key is always love and care for others, but first love and care for yourself, okay? So that being said, this is kind of just a gist. We've always got to have a vision of the future. The biggest thing with most people, they don't have a focus. So the vision of the future is to create a vision within your mind of what you want, but also give you a focus of where you're going versus where you've been. But you bring it back into the present moment with that vision of your future. But in the meantime, as this is all happening together, you're working on your spiritual life, your mental life, your physical life. And at that point, ideas come. And then you have an idea. Maybe I want to start this business. Maybe I want to do this. So I would just challenge you to write this down and have these ideas. There's so many ideas out there that there's whatever it is that drives you, I challenge you to dig deep inside of yourself and chase that. Put that in your vision and your focus. Create something. As you create yourself, you create stuff. And that's your vision. Okay? But this right here, I challenge you for 30 days that you get up in the morning and speak only what you want. Speak only what you want. Because if you speak what you want, that's what you'll get. If you want to be a great day, speak you want a great day. Because if you think about it, a lot of your days, if you reflect back, it's because of what you've spoken in the morning. Okay? So that being said, and I'm going to end this one here, but this is your challenge for 30 days, and I challenge you to write this down, is to change your thoughts in your mind. Speak only good things. Whatever those positive good thoughts are, transfer them to feelings. Work on transferring feelings. Become aligned. You're a vibrational being. You're aligning with your dreams. I know they're kind of out here, but just remember as you're doing this, that life, it is not vertical. Okay? There's always going to be twists and turns. Okay? But this is just the flow of life, because all the heartache and stuff like that you've been through that you're rehandling is all there for a purpose to grow you into who you was created to be. And that being said, as you grow into who you become or who you are to be, brings this vision to you. Because this right here is very, as you get the emotions intact, you vibrate, your energy is high, you're leveling up. As you're doing that, this vision draws closer to you. So this magnetizes this. Now, on the flip side of that, this is magnetization. You either magnetize to this, change your thoughts and how you think towards that, or you'll magnetize your past and you'll live in your past. And I'll promise you, I know for me, I don't want to live in my past. There is so much more happiness and joy living right here and focusing on this, but healing emotions in the meantime. So for 30 days, I just challenge you 1 hour a day. Get up an hour earlier. And I challenge you to do this in the morning. Put on a meditation. One other thing I want to do right here with the mental is read 15 minutes of something positive. Okay? If it's only one page that takes you 15 minutes, you might be out there saying, oh, I can't read very good. I challenge you to get through reading. I mean, you've got all kinds of content on that you could listen. And that's a good thing to listen, but I just challenge you to take 30 days and read 15 minutes of something positive. Joe Dispenza's got books out there. There's the 4 Agreements, which is a great books out there. Ed Milet's got great books. Just one more. What other ones?
The Alchemist.
The Alchemist is a killer book. David Goggins' books. There's just so much out there. You can get on the internet. I just challenge you to do that. Just grow into that person you are, but just be patient with yourself and don't beat yourself up, okay? That's the easiest thing to do is take that stick and beat yourself up. Oh, this ain't working, this is too hard. Get rid of those thoughts. This is easy. It's simple. Nothing's easy, but simple and basic, right? Focus. Vision of your future. Oh, big book. I shared this with Zach a little while back. Who Moved My Cheese? That's just a little read. You can read that one. So I just challenge you to read that. But honestly, guys, we're accelerating. That's why we're doing Accelerate Your Best Life. We're here giving you ideas, things that we did to grow into the people that we are. And we're still growing and learning. Because I know when I rewatch this, I'm going to think, wow. Usually when you're in this situation, it's not so much for you. You start to identify that it's for me, but it's for everybody. So I just pray that we've got a nugget in here. If you have any questions or thoughts, please comment and like in the comments. But truly, truly, thank you for watching Accelerate Your Best Life again, and we will see you on the next episode of Accelerate Your Best Life. Once again, thank you. We appreciate you.